We're very close to it. Now Sanders trying the feed for Derrick, and it got away. Sanders should have gone to the hoop.
Yeah, great defensive play by Sanders. He's got the long arms, got his hands out in the passing lane, came up with the steal. But again, not aggressive enough on the offensive end. He's got to take and try and finish that strong.
Now the ball knocked away by Gaffney, a sprawling attempt to try to save it. But once again, you see the picked up intensity for Drexel now with 27 left on the timer.
Gaffney hobbling a little bit there. He had sprained his ankle about a week ago.
Time winding down. Man defense for the Dragons. Now Biggs. And a push-off foul is going to put Drexel up over the limit. It's going to be free throw shooting time for Towson with 3:03 left to go. Mike Derrick called for the personal. That's his second.
You see right here, quick move by Biggs as he comes around the screen, and then you're going to see Derrick get his hands up as he tries to take away the baseline, and right there is his hands grab. Good call, hand check.
Biggs in a 1-and-1 situation, 8 points on the night. Big free throw from Ralph Biggs.
That was his first points here of the second half for the leading scorer for Towson.
There you see it. 8 and change below the season average. He'll take the win, though, and right now up by 9. Make it 10.
Big foul shots right there from Mike Jiskowski's team. It's the lead back up to double digits.
Gaffney with a hand in his face. Now Starks lost the basketball. And here comes Wise. Turnover number 10 for the Dragons tonight.
Towson can afford to take some time off the clock right here. No rush.
That's exactly what they'll do, leading it by double digits. Good look on the back door, and Wise was wide open on the feed from Biggs.
A smart move by Wise as he came to the screen, was overplayed, and then slipped back door. Found wide open for the layup.
Career high 21 tonight for Marlon Wise. Time winding down, and Derrick hits the three. Foul on the play. The basket, I believe, is going to count. And that is going to put Towson. It's going to be the push-off foul. And wait a second now.
Cowser. Cowser on the screen got called for it. You're going to see right here, Cowser with... Oh. Tell you what, it's chippy play right there. Tell you what.
Take a look at Wise, yeah.
You're going to see Wise right here with the slap across the face, and they call the foul on Cowser. Boy, that is an absolutely dreadful call. As you see the reaction by Cowser, they missed the first, and so many times you see the reaction. So Wise gave the elbow first, didn't get the call. Cowser reacted with an elbow himself, and he was the guy that got whistled.
Marlon Wise, an 86% free throw shooter, hitting that.
I don't think the official's going to want to come over and check the monitor on that one right there. They missed that one. They were right on top of the other play. Towson Newton out, right on top of that one. That time Wise got away with the cheap shot.
Another look at it for Wise. 2 big free throws, putting his team back up on top by 11. Derrick has to get it going now and hit on the three. And Bill Harrigan, the immediate timeout with 2:08 left to go, has gotten his team back within 8 points now, and still time to work with.
I tell you what, if Derrick is on fire like that, in that type of zone too, you can make up those 8 points in a hurry. How big, though, is the call with the foul against Cowser and not Wise? Remember, that would, on the made three from Derrick, would have kept possession. As we see Derrick again deep behind the three-point line as he slid behind the screen on the exact same play.
It wouldn't have kept possession. It would have put Towson up over the limit, and it would have been not only the three, but a 1-and-1 opportunity and a chance for a 5-point play.
Instead, Towson goes down and hits their 2 foul shots, so that, as much as a 4-point play here, would have cut the deficit possibly in half.
We've talked a couple of times already this season about the concept of teams trying to knock Drexel off the top of the hill. And tonight, Towson has elected to do that literally. Coming in here and not only dominating portions of the game, but also throwing around some elbows, throwing around some shots. And oh my, if these teams were to meet again this year. Our next telecast is coming up tomorrow night, Wednesday night live at 7:30. Phyllis Mangina's Seton Hall Pirates women's team taking on Harry Paredes Villanova Wildcats at Walsh Gym. I'll be there with Marianne Bellotti. Route 7 tomorrow night at 7:30 right here on CNA.
And it's a shame for Mike Jaskowski's team, too, because they've played extremely well. They've certainly won the battle on the court throughout the night. But the one really terrible play by Newton kind of puts the game in a little bit of a different light and takes away from what has been a pretty fine effort on the basketball court.
You would assume Towson would be uplifted by a 6th win on the year and a big win on the road. But I agree with you, this is going to be diminished even if they do hang on to win. And a push-off foul is going to be called on Braheen Riley with 2:04 left. So 1-1 once again as they walk it back down to the other end.
Still a 1-1 situation as the next foul will put them into 2-shot bonus. Take a look there. All of a sudden, Derrick's production from 3-point range starting to pick up. Remember, at one point in time, he was 1 for 10 from the 3-point line.
He has 5 threes in the second half, 6 for the game. The shooting percentage still struggling. He's taking a lot of shots, and really the only offensive option they've gone to here over the last 3 minutes since Linderman got knocked down. Now Hawes at the free throw line. 53% shooter. Good concentration, but the missed free throw. Sanders down with an 8-point game, 2 minutes left.
Once again, they'll try and run Derrick off screens.
A lot of them. And there is Derrick finding Gaffney, the 3-point shooter, hit it. And a foul on the play. DePablo called for the foul and a chance for a 4-point play with 1:51 left in the game.
Just when it looks like Drexel's down and just about out. Towson misses on the other end at the foul line, and then good pass here by Derrick. Gaffney, good concentration. DePablo there as he kind of runs by and gets a little piece of the shooting hand. Gaffney's got an opportunity to cut this lead in half with just 1 play.
Greg Gaffney, a 77% shooter, hits on the free throw, and he did cut it in half. 4-point game, 1:51 left. Riley back in, a guy with fouls to give, and also a guy with long arms and the ability to try to stop the inbound play. Now Mike Jaskowski calling for a 20-second timeout. He's got to set something up with his team.
He wants to try and make sure that, one, his team gets the ball in, but also gets the ball in to a good foul shooter. Last time they inbounded the ball to Haas, just a 53% foul shooter. So he takes a 20-second timeout to set things up.
Fans at Drexel still believe it. Why not? Down by just 4 points with 1:51 to go. You're not in a situation where you have to foul at all anymore. But rather play defense because there's still a lot of time left.
Remember, they've played 3 overtime periods in their last 2 games here in this building.
There's your call and your answer going up from the Drexel Dancers, the group known as Motion. Pass over the top. That's where they want the ball if they can keep it there. Wise at better than 85% from the line, but they're not going to be fouling right now.
As you said, plenty of time. No need to foul. Instead, they need a good defensive possession. Finished on a rebound. Towson right here going to take some time off. Try and take care of clock. Expect Wise or Biggs to have the ball as the clock runs down.
Shot clock down to 13. Now under 10. And it is Wise. 5 on the timer. With the drive in midair and a big play made by Wise.